All right, boom. No intro, no outro, straight fire. So the word of the day is walk with the wise and become wise, for the companion of a fool suffer harm. Proverbs 13:20. All right, so we're getting into the weekly outlook this week. Last week I did not make my weekly recap, but it's all good in the hood. So I'm going to cover some of my weekly recap and also this week's outlook in this YouTube video. All right. So first things first, USD JPY. So been in USD JPY since last week. We're at our halfway point right now. It's up 2.91%. However, this week's liquidity took out buy side liquidity for previous week's high. So once the market closes today at 4 p.m. Eastern Central Time / 5 p.m. 4 p.m. Central Time / 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Central Time. I will probably be getting in on this for sales. So with that being said, I'll probably close out this trade for the buys and then enter in some trades for the sell. CHF JPY. With CHF JPY, this week, price took out buy side liquidity. So looking for some sells is a good setup for some shorts. So we'll see how that plays out. Currently in this trade right now, USD CAD. With USD CAD, again, currently in this trade right now, price took out previous week's high, entering off the prefaces of Tuesday making the weekly high. Take profit at the point of control. Again, currently in this trade right now. Great British Pound JPY, in this trade since last week. Again, price took out sell side liquidity, internal liquidity grab. Still currently in this trade going up, aiming for 1.74%. But again, because price took out this previous week's high, there might be potential for price to sell off this week. The likelihood of that, I don't really know, because as you can see, price is kind of in this Monday range right here. So I might just continue with the buys to see how price rides out. CAD JPY. Been in CAD JPY since last week, again, holding these buys. I'm going to hold the buys throughout the remainder of the week. NZD CAD. So NZD CAD actually hit my take profit today. Prefaces of the trade. Buy side liquidity Monday buy side liquidity was taken and then entered in on the POC, got it on 2.65%. So that was my one trade that I entered in based off of last week's data. CAD CHF. CAD CHF, again, is kind of in the ranging point, even though it is buying off, but I haven't seen any solid liquidity sweeps. So because I haven't seen any solid liquidity sweeps, this trade is kind of just pending out in the ether. I don't foresee myself entering into this trade this week, so this might not be a thing, honestly. But again, previous week's POC has not been mitigated, so kind of just see what price will do. EUR JPY, price took out buy side liquidity sweep, previous week's high. Tuesday made the high, entered in on Tuesday's high, and writing it down. Try to see if I can get that 2.64%. If not, it is what it is. AUD CAD took out previous week's high. This will be a good selling opportunity depending on how volume closes. If I can get it on this POC and this is the high of the day, then there's a potential 1.88 risk to reward. But again, have to wait to the close of the market to see how the market closes before entering in on the trade. Euro CAD, even though previous week's POC has not been mitigated, there's no clear indication of what price wants to do. I can play the risky role and enter in on some longs for this, but it goes against my overall bias, so I am not interested. And then Great British Pound CAD, again, I can enter in some potential longs, but it goes against my overall bias because I'm looking for sells. And that is pretty much the weekly outlook. So with that being said, see y'all on Friday or Saturday. No intro, no outro, straight fire. Peace.